Hi guys, my name is Jair Jimenez, and this month we were told in our class to create a podcast and talk about our favorite music producer. For this month, I would like to talk to you about a famous Latin producer. Um, I am born in Panama City, Central America, and I grew up listening to different styles of genres in the Latin industry, starting from salsa, merengue, bachata, Latin rock. But growing up in the 80s, there was a new sound that was being invented by this producer named Sergio George. Sergio George was born in the 60s in New York, and he learned how to play the piano. And he went to City College of New York, where he studied music. And in the 1979, he started his career as a musician first with a band, a Puerto Rican band in New York called Conjunto Clásico. Later on, in the 80s, this singer by the name of Tito Nieves, who was also part of Conjunto Clásico's band, decided to go solo in the 80s, and Sergio George produced his album. That was Sergio George's first album as a producer going solo, and it was great. Sergio George's sound was completely different from the other regular salsa tradition style songs that you had in the past. But what Sergio George did different that really separated him from the rest was him growing in New York, listening to all different styles of genre of music, starting from Earth, Wind and Fire, hip hop, rap, and what this guy did was so smart. He created and he combined all these different genres into the salsa music, creating this new pop Latin salsa sound that it changed pretty much salsa. Sergio George has produced a lot of different artists that you may not know, starting with Marc Anthony. Sergio George was the first music producer who gave Marc Anthony an opportunity to come out. And look at where Marc Anthony is now. He also had produced La India, another Latin artist, Frankie Negron, Victor Manuel, Prince Royce, and the list just keeps going on and on. Sergio George, he lives in Miami, Florida, where he has his own record label in Miami, Florida. And I found this video of Sergio where he explains how he combines and creates his sounds, and how it, at the end, you could, by adding all these different sounds into his production, you could hear the different style of sound.
Building arrangements to try to get different cultures and genres into the music by giving it accessibility. So it's that pretty melody that I played before, with the reggae undertones, to give it accessibility to the younger generation because they understand those drum patterns. These string sounds also is more like a hip hop type of influence that hip hop producers like to use. The salsa comes in now with still the pop sensibility. Horn section is like an Earth, Wind and Fire, Chicago type of horn line. It's like more salsa now, you know?
Also this year, in 2015, Sergio George was awarded by BMI's, Latin BMI's, as the best Latin producer in the entire BMI Latin industry. So what does that tell you about Sergio George? He's an amazing producer.
Sort of the night to me, so I'm not sure it is, but I'm just saying it is anyway. I think it's very bright. I think the demographic is growing. The young people are embracing their roots more and more. I think the future is bright. Don't quit. Don't quit. Keep the struggle going. It's going to be a constant battle.
Thank you for listening to my podcast. A little bit about Sergio George career, who he is. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me at my email address. Thank you again for listening to my podcast, and have a great day. Take care, guys.
Dinero de billetes, yo quisiera que cayera un aguacero.